G'day guys, welcome back. Welcome to Pouring Your Heart Out. Now today I'm going to use another of my new molds. It's it's a geode shape. It's got the Druzy crystal along the outside, and then it's also got these little Druzy inserts which are stuck down. So I've got two that the wide bit is stuck down, and then two that the smaller bit is stuck down. So today, because I want to do something that is basically the bottom is the top, as in the 3D blooms, I'm going to just use these two, because when I turn them over I want the wider section to be on the top, if that makes sense. If you're just doing regular coasters, you would use these two because that's the top. So when you unmold them, you've got the wider bit on the top. Anyway, I'll show you what I mean later on when I demold them. So I'm using the Art Coat Resin by Platinum. I've been having some really good results with it. I'm just going to pop 30 grams in my little cup over here. Like so. There we go, that's for the white. And then the rest of it I will just pop in my mold. Like so. So you do get like a, a druzy, crystally effect on the edge, which is really pretty. The only thing is, which I think, is that it looks better with a clear druzy. Oh gosh, got stuff on my gloves. Yeah, it looks better clear rather than like an opaque colour. So I'm going to keep them clear, and I'm going to drop some inks into them. Today I'm going to use, just want to make sure I haven't got them too full. I'm going to use the Marabou. I'm going to pop that, push that over a little bit. The Marabou Glitter Alcohol Inks is what I'm going to use today. And I'm just going to kind of push the resin in just so that I don't get too many bubbles. It's a thick resin though, this one, so I probably will get some bubbles, but that's okay. All looks really pretty anyway against the with the druzy exterior there. I probably didn't need all that. Look at that. I made up 88 grams of 88 grams of A and 78 grams of B, and that's in the Platinum Art Coat. It's a 1-to-1 resin. Now let's look over the top and see if I've filled them up enough. This one hasn't got quite as much. I don't need to leave a lot of room because I'm only going to put a little bit of white in, so take them up kind of 3/4 of the way up. Just leave a little bit for the white. Don't need much at all. Okay, that one's still got a bit more. Sorry, I could have done this offline, off the camera, shouldn't I? But you like to see the whole shebang, so to speak. All right, that'll do. That will do. Don't want to overflow them, do I? Right, so the first one I'm going to do pinks and purples, and this is metallic pink and metallic purple. And they've got little balls in them. You've got to give them a good shake. I've got some just purple as well, just in case these aren't like dark enough and I want to put, gosh, stuff falling in here. Oh, look at this. I'm working in a construction site. I'm over it. I want my studio back. There's stuff flying in here. It's very dusty. It's echoey, but at least it's an area where I can create, and I don't have to worry about getting resin all over my kitchen bench and things like that. So it will do. Another couple of weeks, guys. Another couple of weeks. All right. So this one's going to be the purple, and I think I'll do the darker purple in the center. Yeah, I'm not quite sure like how opaque it's going to be. So And then some pink around the outside. The little ball gets caught in the neck. Okay, that'll do. Let's see how that goes. And then, so I won't use that other one just yet. See how that goes. Make sure that we're still taping. Yep. Right, and the next one is going to be blue and green. Because I've got blue and green in the same brand. The Marabou. This one's metallic green and metallic blue. So, yay. Let's do green on the inside. Like so. And then the blue. Oops, same thing's happening. Gotta hold it. Try not to get the little ball to fall through. It's a bit tricky. Okay, see how those look. I might have to add a little bit more purple here. And, oh gosh, look, it's touched the edge. Didn't really want it to touch the edge, but it did. All right, that'll do. Okay, so let's get on with mixing the white into my 30 grams of resin here. Going with the Just Resin Titanium White again. Give it a stir, wipe the top, wipe the bottom. Keep what's on the sides and just a little dip. Just a little dip. There we go, that should be plenty. And then we'll do some alcohol ink as well. Oh, these are touching the sides as well. Doesn't matter. Give it a really good shake, your white, because it does sink and separate. The white goes to the bottom and the alcohol sits on top. Give it a really good shake. Okay, so that's that done. Give that a stir. All right, now I'm just watching the time. I want to be piping, so to speak, at 30 minutes. So I've got 2 minutes left. I stopped stirring my resin at 10:35. I decanted 20 minutes later at 10:55, and 10 minutes after that is 11:05, and it is 11:03 at the moment. I can feel the resin's nice and warm. I'm not going to worry about taking its temperature or anything. It's a nice thick resin. I know it works beautifully. I'm just going by the time. And it is 23 degrees Celsius in my art room. So there you go. So, you know, if you're in a really cold area, you may have to wait a little bit longer. And if you're in a really hot area and it's 30 degrees in your room, then, you know, don't wait so long. All right, I've got my little bit of paper towel folded over into 3, so I'm going to pop that around there. And that will catch the drips that usually fall down. All right, shall we do this? Last little torch. Okay, now I'm going to start. Oh gosh, I should have have another cup. Hang on, bear with me, just hang on one sec, stay there. I just ran to the other room and got another cup. I should have, because this one's, I don't want to put the blue into the purple, so let's just do that, hey? Makes sense? Yep. I think that'll do. All right, here we go. And my time is up. Here we go. Little swirl, little swirl. Just to break those colours up a little bit. So they're quite like blobby. See the colours? They're a bit like blobby. But, oh, it doesn't matter. All right, here we go. Ooh. Probably only going to get like 2 rows in, I guess. I'm not sure how many rows I'll get. No, maybe 3. I'll go for 3. So I'm just popping the white on my stick like that, wiping the bottom, and then let that run down. They're not very big coasters, so you know, I don't even need the 15 grams or half an ounce per cup, but it's just easier to make up that amount. Oops, someone's touching. I don't like them to touch the mould because they get stuck to the edge and they don't pull in as well as they should. So I try not to get them to touch. No touching allowed. I need to go and get my other silicone little stick thing. This one's broken. The nib fell off, the one that I've got out here. The nib just broke off. I didn't think I was that rough with it. So I'll have to go and get another one. Okay. See, look, fell off. Okay, that's that one done. I'll come back and fix up the little blobs in a minute. That worked well. I'm just going to turn that around and we'll use the same bit of paper towel. We'll go with the next colour, shall we? Right, here we go. Same thing, dipping it in, wiping the bottom off, and then it just kind of runs off the stick into the resin. You need to make it pretty like wide, otherwise it won't spread properly if you make it too thin. This ink's a bit like the pinata. You know how it leaves a skin on with the pinata alcohol inks? Kind of doing the same thing. Okay, let's keep going. Hopefully it'll turn out really pretty. My stick's kind of going into the resin a little bit. Let's get that away from the edge. And you too. All right, I think I can fit one more in there. And I'm just going to kind of make some little petal-y shapes there. Try and fix that up a little bit. Okay, now in the center, I think what I'll do is I'm just going to do a little kind of swirl like that, just around that druzy because it's like it's raised a bit. So same here, I'm just going to make a few little petal-y shapes just on the outside. Dip some resin in there actually and just do a little swirls like so. Clean that, dip that. This one hasn't really got much, so just going to put a little bit more into that one. Okay, I think that's about it, you guys. Let's see how that goes, shall we? This resin has a 70-minute work time, so it just takes its time to all pull in together. We don't want to rush it. It'll just take its time. I find I don't need to give it any heat or anything. It just let it do its thing. The resin will move as resin does from the outside in, so we'll just wait and yeah, let it do its thing. I'll clean my stick. There's a little bit there that was just touching. So I don't know that I've made that one thick enough really, like wide enough. I don't know that it's wide enough to bloom properly. We'll see. Okay, so that's me done. Yeah, hopefully that will work. Don't expect to see movement, like too much movement straight away. Just yeah, give it time, let it do its thing. Just spray my gloves with some alcohol there to clean them off, and then I can take them off. So I could have put a little bit more resin in, not very much, but I could have put a tiny bit more in. They're not totally full, but yeah, I wasn't quite sure because it's the first time I'm using this mould. But I will make a note on how much to use next time. All right, I might just wait 10 minutes or so and then bring you down. Actually, we'll go down for a little look now. And then I'll just look behind that. And then I'll come back in about 10, maybe 15 minutes and we'll just see what it's doing. That's that little swirl I did just around the druzy there. I thought it needed something. This one here, I think I've done him a little bit thin, but I'll just leave it for now. Just in case the resin started to sort of set up a little bit. I don't want to fiddle too much, and you guys know I do fiddle too much. All right, so I will see you in about, we'll come back in about half an hour, hey, and see what it's doing then. So it's been about half an hour or so, maybe a bit longer. And I know it looks really messy on this side. It always looks messy on this side, but as far as the blooms go, it looks as if it's bloomed. I probably didn't make my little petals quite wide enough. See over there, that one hasn't bloomed very well on the side. It just wasn't wide enough. I always find it easier with the big pieces because I do put more in and they're a bit wider. That one there I kept fiddling with, but yeah, hopefully it'll be all right. I don't know if you can see a bit of the shimmer and whether or not you'll be able to actually see the shimmer on the other side. Not sure. All right, I guess we'll just have to wait and see once we demold them. All right, see you soon.